a 10-year deal for $700 million. Now, my immediate thoughts as soon as I heard this was, what the fuck? No athlete should ever receive that much from a team. That is insane. There's been franchises that's been bought for less than $700 million. It's crazy. And then I also thought the Dodgers, they might have a good upside on this deal, but this is also going to change the course of baseball and the MLB forever when you talk about restructuring deals and signing deals. So like I said, I'll give you the quick breakdown. And the breakdown, you got to hang with me for a sec. So I know the deal says 10 years, $700 million. That can throw a lot of people off there, and it threw me off myself when I was looking into this, because I'm like, bro, no fucking way they give one guy $700 million for 10 years straight. But when you look at the actual details of this deal, it's more so like a 10-year, $460 million deal. So breaking this down, Ohtani from 2024 from 2033 will only make $2 million per year. And I know you're wondering, what the hell? How can that be possible when he signed 10 years? You know, like, they got to pay the man his money. However, the thing that we were missing and that was not really explained is that from 2034 all the way to 2043, the man will make $68 million per year. So it's crazy, I know. So you got the first 10 years where he's making $2 million per year up until 2033. By then, Ohtani, he's 29 right now, so he'll be right around the verge of 40 years old. And then you go to the next 10 years where he's making $68 million per year all the way to 2043, which is another 10 years. And you're thinking, damn, this guy's going to be 50 years old, which is absolutely insane. Now, however, I doubt that Ohtani plays until he's 50 years old. But here's the thing. Once he finishes up after that first 10 years, this gives the Dodgers a lot of room while he is actually playing the game of baseball to bring in other stars. Therefore, another tremendous talent comes along in the MLB. The Dodgers are going to want him to play with Ohtani. They can do that. They can actually pay that man to stay there because Ohtani is only going to make $2 million for these first few blocks of this 10 years. So they don't have to worry about, oh man, well, Ohtani's on this huge deal. They can still pay out whoever they want to come there, which they have been doing because they've already been trying to bring in talent. However, after that 10 years, when Ohtani hits 40 years old and 40 years of age, back in when we get to 2033, I doubt Ohtani is still going to be playing baseball at this time. It's very unlikely because most guys kind of, get out the league around 40, and that's definitely for MLB. You don't see too many guys going past that. However, once he's retired, they can pay him out and they don't have to worry about a specific luxury tax with paying him out, especially if he's still not living or in LA. So this helps the Dodgers a lot because it helps them avoid the tax. It helps them bring other guys in recent time and in the future. And then, man, you have the best baseball player in all of the MLB for the next 10 years, guaranteed. The face of the league is signed and locked in with your team for a guaranteed 10 years on your organization. That is an amazing upside there. And then I'm sure, people are skeptical about, well, only $2 million for the next 10 years. Yeah, bro, but also you look after that deal in the next 10 after the first 10 past 2033, $68 million each year all the way until 2043. So he's still racking up his cheese, and then he's going to be done playing. So he's probably going to be done playing. So he's not even going to have to worry about anything in terms of his health and all of that stuff, as long as he is healthy and it's nothing major. But that point, when they're paying him after whatever the first 10 years, I'm sure $68 million per year is not going to be as hefty 20 years and 10 years from where we are today, just because of how inflation works. I mean, let's get real about it. Let's see how it is. I mean, back then, Magic Johnson, all the way in the 80s and stuff, signed that huge deal with Jerry Buss for 25 years or something like that. And it was insane to think of. But you revert that to today, Oh, it's light work. It's light work. Guys is pissed if they get that kind of deal. So I think it's crazy, man. I love this deal, and I think it's a huge upside for the Dodgers, man. Like, it's a lot of loopholes with it, but I would just advise anybody who's super curious about it to go ahead and read on it. But I think it's man, just terrific how they managed to structure this deal and avoid certain taxes, and this is still going to be extremely beneficial for them because you bring players, you keep one of the best players in baseball right now, and until he retires. And like, man, you still got money left to sign other guys as well. And then a big name like Ohtani is going to bring a lot of press, a lot of media press, a lot of fans, all of that stuff to the Los Angeles Dodgers in total. So like, man, it's a win-win to me. I get it was out of the ordinary, but it's going to change the course of baseball because now guys are going to be looking at stuff like, okay, well, if I retire with your team, you know, can I retire with your team? Can we even make this happen after and all of that stuff? Like it's nice for the league. And I think every so often there's those two type of events, or there's those significant events that happen that will change the course of like sporting contracts or sporting events and so on. Like generational type of talents and generational type of deals happen. That's going to change everything. So